Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. More bolt action for you here as we dive more into 3rd edition. And today we're taking a look at one of the fun unit types here, which really falls under one of the unit special rules. So it's a whole set of things that we have to keep in mind here if we're going to field a deadly sniper. So, of course, infamous on all sides of the conflict here. Many famous marksmen here, but let's dive in and figure out what we've got going on here in 3rd edition for it. So the leader of the unit, and it's really a two-man unit, is equipped with a rifle and a high-powered sight. They often include that second man, not always, but it's a good idea too. The team's observer acts as a loader in rules terms, in which case the sniper rifle has the team weapon special rule. We'll get into that in a minute. So that means if the leader is killed, the second man can fire the sniper rifle with the usual -1 penalty to hit, as well as the -1 penalty to morale due to the loss of the leader. Unlike other units, though, with the team special rule, all members of a sniper team can fire any weapons they're carrying in any turn when the sniper is not using his scope. We'll see below here. And in an assault, they can use beneficial rules like those from submachine guns, tough fighters, etc. So let's figure out what these guys can bring to the table for you. So when a sniper shoots using fire or ambush, the player can decide to use the rifle's scope, in which case, here's what we get from it. So the rifle's range actually goes all the way out to 36, which in a typical board can cover a lot of territory, especially if the sniper is well positioned. So if you get even a remotely central location, or even if you just want to lock down one side of the board, that's easily achievable with that. Now, however, if the target is then found to be within 12, the shot misses automatically because you're just zoomed in on the scope and they're just too close. But if you're saying that you're going to be using your scope and you can, if you've played even, a little bit of miniature games, you can just know hey, this is already in a foot. Why would I'm not going to declare using my scope on that. So, it's written here, but obviously why would you say that you're going to use the scope if it's clearly within a foot? Anyway, the shot benefits from an additional +1 modifier to hit. So again, trained marksmen, so they should be hitting more often than not. And then any hits go straight to damage. There's no cover saves. Again, the snipers are able to just pick out exactly where you're at. So yeah, no cover saves allowed, and benefit from a +1 modifier on damage rolls against infantry and artillery units. So you have that as well. So just the deadly precision of that sniper is going to cause more hits and ideally more casualties on the opponent. And really, in the course of a typical 6-turn game, you're going to get 6 shots. You need as many of those to count to make as much of an impact as possible. If the sniper successfully rolls to hit and damage, the firing player can then pick the squad leader in the target unit as a casualty. This includes NCOs, leaders of weapon teams and artillery units, officers, medics, observers, and so on. So basically, yeah, you can pick whatever model essentially you want there, but a lot of times just picking off the squad leader is a good thing, just to then cause further morale issues to said unit. But sometimes it might be worth picking up a certain individual model with, with a special weapon or something like that. So, but overall, fun to field. Obviously, again, to get the most effect out of them, they're going to need to be well positioned where they ideally won't incur as much maybe return fire, at least have cover certainly, but also again good lines of sight to cover as much of the board as possible, especially when we're switching to scoped shooting. But then at the same time, we need to make sure that we're picking good targets. Again, really, one shot a turn, 6 turns maybe in a game. So of those, ideally as many of those as possible will be casualties. Obviously, it's super frustrating when the dice are just against you and you just either don't hit somehow or also don't cause a casualty. So that can certainly be frustrating. But so that's why picking the best shots and maximizing those opportunities is going to be key there. Let us know, guys, if you've fielded a lot of snipers in your forces from previous editions and if that's been going well for you so far in 3rd edition here. Happy to see what you guys have been using for that. Hit us up in the comments, like and subscribe. We'll have more bolt action for you guys very soon as we cover some of the other unit special rules.